What is up, everybody? Jason, aka Jester, and today we're going to be continuing our holiday cooking theme. Last week I showed you something kind of crazy when it comes to the way you can work with turkey, and you can pretty much do that year-round. Today we're going to do something more traditional, which is the bird itself, but I'm going to do it in a fairly non-traditional way. Let me get everything all opened up and ready to go, and I'll show you what we're getting into. So the very first thing that you want to do is you want to make sure you take note as to how big your bird actually is. We're just working with a turkey breast today. This is only about 8.5 pounds. They get much bigger, and that's going to affect your cooking time when you do this method. The second thing that I wanted to do was, of course, get it all out of the plastic, and then I'm going to turn this over, and we're going to make sure there's no giblets or neck or anything like that in there, and it doesn't appear there's anything else other than a little gravy packet that it came with. So now we're ready to go ahead and turn that over and get to doing what we're going to do. Now, this one is a butterball, but what I like to do is I like to go ahead and inject a little more butter. This one's being a little weird with me today, but just get a little more butter inside the breast. On both sides. Doesn't take a whole lot, and I think I only melted down a stick of butter here, so what I'm trying to do is get down towards the bone, but not going all the way through. That way the butter stays in the meat, about like so. This is now ready for the smoker, and we're going to be doing something special with the smoker today. And I guess I'll take everything over there and I'll tell you what we're getting into. And now that we got everything in the smoker, we're going to go ahead and close that down. And sorry for the handheld stuff here, guys, but it's about the only way I can show you everything. The other thing I do want to show you here is going to be the pellets. This is going to be a mix today of pecan and oak. I've never actually used the oak pellets before, but I've heard very good things about them, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing how it tastes. And I know the pecan is a really mild smoke. Sometimes you know how, like, when you eat too many ribs, you kind of get that full of smoke feeling in your stomach. Well, pecan doesn't really do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn this baby on, and we're going to go to the smoke cycle, and it's going to go for about 2 hours. At the end of the 2 hours, we're going to do something a little bit different with it, and I will see you guys on that side. So we decided to go ahead and stop the turkey at about 1.5 hours, and the reason is that with those oak pellets and the pecan pellets, it was smoking better than I'd ever seen that thing smoke before. And it could just be the combination of the wood, or it could just be that those were brand new pellets. Maybe the old ones we had a little moisture to them, so I had a little more trouble smoking out. But we got amazing color on the turkey, and I feel really comfortable with it. This piece right here is something we haven't shown before, and this is the Char-Broil Big Easy. I've been using this for multiple years now. It's really nice. It's a propane fueled air fryer. So it runs a little hotter than your average fryer. Those IR fryers usually have a temperature gauge, and you can run them where you want them. This one's either on or off. So it tends to cook more than about the 3 pounds per hour that you get out of the IR. This one is probably closer to 4 pounds. So we're gonna go back and check this at pretty much the 2 hour mark. I'll be checking it before that, obviously, but the first realistic check would be about 2 hours in this thing. And all you really gotta do is you drop it right in and just let it sit. We're gonna try to center that up, and then we'll put the lid on it. And one quick word of caution, do not touch anything after this has been on there without proper equipment. You're gonna get burned. This thing is hot. So hopefully here in just a little bit, I'll be able to show you that temperature, and we'll go from there. So we are literally right on top of the 2 hour mark, and when we go to pull this out, you can just see that. Look at that color on that thing. And this thing is absolutely hot, guys. Be super careful when you're using these, because these things, these metal pieces, they're gonna be super hot. Let me get this inside and get it carved up, and I'll show you the final plate. And once the carving's all said and done, this is the plate you're gonna end up with for your Thanksgiving meal. Let's go ahead and put a little gravy right over top of that, a little on the mashed, and maybe even a little on the stovetop. Very simple Thanksgiving dinner. Hopefully you guys like this kind of stuff. If you do, think about subscribing, because I'm still trying to come up with even more and more ideas. But I thought, you know, traditional was good in this case. So hopefully you liked it. Again, thumbs up, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for all the support, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.